Welcome dear students in a pharmaceutics first practical session. Myself Mrs. Darshana Sandeep Shinde of KKWIOP. Today we deals with the experiment number 24. Title of our today's experiment is to find the total alkaloidal content in a 1 gram of cinchona powder by the continuous hot extraction process. Learning outcomes of our today's session. After watching this video, students are able to understand and recognize some intellectual skills such as to understand the concept of extract, to understand the concept of continuous extraction process, that is oxidation, to understand the advantages of oxidation, to develop motor skill like to carrying out the oxidation, skill for calculating the total alkaloidal content. We see some new concept regarding this experiment like proposition first, cinchona alkaloids are poorly water soluble and have good solubility in the alcohol. Proposition 2, cinchona alkaloids from thermostable and efficiently extracted by the continuous hot extraction process. These cinchona alkaloids are thermostable, that's why we extract by the continuous hot extraction process using the methanol as a solvent. Introduction to extract. Extracts are concentrated preparation of the vegetable or animal drugs obtained by removal of active constituents of the respective drugs with a suitable menstruum, evaporation of all or nearly all of the solvent, adjustment of the residual mass or powders to prescribed standards. Extracts are obtained from the vegetable as well as animal source, and these contain the active constituents. Extracts are the potent preparation, usually between 2 and 6 times as a potent, on a weight basis of the crude drugs. In short, extracts are the concentrated solution of that preparation. They contain primarily the active constituents of the crude drugs with a great potency of the inactive constituents. The structural component of the crude drug having been removed. Then their function is to provide in a small amount in a convenient, stable physical form the medicinal activity and the character of the bulkier plant than they represent. We see the classification of the extracts. Extracts are divided into three parts. First is the semi-liquid extracts. They are the syrup or they are the syrupy consistency prepared without the intent of removing all or most of the menstruum. Then pylore or the solid extracts, they are of a plastic consistency prepared with the nearly all menstruum removed. And third is the powder extract, prepared to be dry by the removal of all the menstruum. This is the three classes or three types of the extracts, which is depend on the how much of the menstruum they contain. Semi-liquid has the syrupy consistency. Pylore or the solid extracts, they are nearly all the menstruum can be removed from it, nearly not 100%, but nearly all menstruum is removed. In a powder extract, there is a removal of all the menstruum to form the powder. Then normally a closed vessel is used for the maceration process, and the different type of the percolators are used for the extraction process. These percolator of the three types: conical percolator, cylindrical percolator, steam jacketed percolators. For industrial scale, there are two main methods employed: term maceration and percolation, both being operated on the batch processes. The choice of the method depends on the physical characteristics of the raw material and the economic consideration and as designed in the monograph of the official preparation. Then we see the maceration. The general process on a small scale consists of placing the solid material to be extracted in the closed vessel with the whole of the menstruum or extract solvent and allowing them to stand for 7 days, shaking occasionally. The liquid is taken off and the mark or the solid residue is pressed to remove as much solvent as possible. The liquid obtained from are mixed and clarified by the filtration. Then we see the percolation. In this process, the raw material is packed into the column. This is the column, and the solvent is allowed to percolate throughout it. Although some material may be packed into the percolator in the dry state. Example, ginger. Most drug required preliminary moisturizing. The solid material is mixed with the sufficient solvent and the moist mass is allowed to stand for the 4 hours in a well-closed vessel. After preliminary moisturizing, subsequent packing into the percolator is also assigned since the solvent displaces occluded air and enable the material to be more evenly distributed. If the material is not packed evenly, percolating solvent will run mainly through the largest canals, resulting in the insufficient extraction. That's why material should be packed properly. Then, after packing the column, sufficient menstruum is passed over to saturate it. When the liquid being to drip from the bottom of the percolator, the tap its base is closed. Enough of the menstruum is then added to maintain the layer above the drug. Closed column is then allowed to stand for the 4 hours. After this preliminary maceration, the outlet is opened sufficiently to produce a controlled slow rate of the percolation. The volume of the percolates to be calculated for the given weight of the raw material depend on the nature of the final product. Storage. The extracts are stored in a light resistance, well-closed container to protect the assesses or to assess the moisture. Now we see the apparatus required for today's experiment: electronic digital weighing balance, thimble, Soxhlet apparatus, heating mantle and condensers. Then we see the formulation table as per IP. It contains the ingredient, quantity given, quantity taken and use of ingredient. Ingredients are required for today's experiment are cinchona powder, moderately fine powder, 10 gram for the 1000 ml or for the 100%. But today we prepare only we taken the 1 gram. Methanol as a vehicle, cinchona powder as anti-malarial. Methanol is required as a quantity sufficient manner. Calcium hydroxide is also required, QS, quantity sufficient. It is also used as a solvent. Then we go through the stepwise procedure. First of all, weight 1 gram of cinchona powder. Treat it with the calcium hydroxide for 1 hour and filter. Place the treat drug on the filter paper and roll the filter paper and insert the filter paper in the thimble. Place the thimble in a wide central tube of the extractor. Place the solvent, that is methanol, in the round bottom flask. As we previously read that flask. Connect the flask to the Soxhlet apparatus and place the whole apparatus in a heating mantle. Allow the extraction for 2 hours. Cool the apparatus and distill out the methanol. Weight the flask. Calculate the alkaloidal content and perform the chemical test by dissolving 0.1 gram of the bromine water, 0.1 gram of extract in a bromine water and dilute ammonia solution. Emerald green color is obtained. Category of our preparation is antimalarial. Dose is 0.12 to 0.5 gram. Then we move towards the laboratory for practical session. Welcome dear students in pharmaceutics first laboratory. Today we deal with the experiment number 24, that is to find out the total alcohol extract containing 10 gram of cinchona powder by continuous hot extraction process, but today we will take only 1 gram of drug. Let's see the apparatus and chemicals required. In a chemical section, cinchona powder, it's a moderately fine powder. We already weighted 1 gram of cinchona powder. This is the methanol, and we have to require 10% calcium hydroxide. Both quantity sufficient, and this is our continuous hot extraction process Sauerzellet apparatus. Take the drug into a beaker, and first of all we treat it with the calcium hydroxide for 1 hour. Add calcium hydroxide into it. 10% calcium hydroxide is and place it for 1 hour. Then we will see the after 1 hour. After 1 hour is completed, we filter that cinchona powder liquid, which we will dip or immerse into the calcium hydroxide solution. See, the filtration is completed out. Then we remove this filter paper and collect the filtrate. Place this treated drug on filter paper. This is our cinchona powder after treatment with the calcium hydroxide. Then we pour it into the on filter paper. Then roll that filter paper or make a roll and place this roll in the condenser. For that purpose we use the thimble, but if there is no thimble, we directly insert this filter paper with covering with the another filter paper. We arrange the Sauerzellet assembly. We place the drug into the filter paper and we start the Sauerzellet apparatus assembly. See, some fumes are arising now. Then we will do this process for continue all out 2 hours for the continuous extraction. Then cool the apparatus and distill out the menthol, and then we weigh the flask and calculate the alkaloidal content. See the drug start to evaporate and collected into the condenser. After 2 hours of complete extraction, we remove the methanol from the round bottom flask. We remove this round bottom flask and we weigh the flask and calculate alkaloidal content. Then we see the observation and evaluation table. We take the weight of the cinchona powder X, that is 1 gram. Weight of the empty flask is our 64 gram. Weight of flask after oxidation is 64.1 gram, and percentage of content of alkaloid content is equal to or percentage alkaloid content can be calculated by Z minus Y. Z means our weight of flask after oxidation and distillation of the menthol, which is 64.1. Z minus 1 is equal to 0.1. Then Z minus Y into 100 upon 1 z minus 1 y is equal to 0.1 multiplied by 100 upon 1, 10%. We get 10% of the cinchona or alkaloid extract. Then we write the result. The percentage of alkaloidal content in a cinchona powder was found to be the 10%. Then we move toward the question answer session. The first question is, what advantages does the oxalation have over other extraction process? Advantages are, it is a solvent elimination, short analysis time, simple analysis, conducting and maintenance, low analysis cost, and easiness of atomization. These are some advantages of the oxalation over the other extraction process. Then the next question is, which major alkaloids are present in a cinchona? Major alkaloids are present in a cinchona are quinine, quinidine, cinchonine, cinchonidine. The next question is, write the category of cinchona alkaloids. Category of cinchona alkaloid is antimalarial. Then the next question is, write the importance of treatment of drug with the calcium hydroxide. After the preliminary moisturizing with the calcium hydroxide, subsequent packing into the percolator is also assigned, since the solvent displacement occluded air and enable the material to be more evenly distributed. That's why we macerate the drug, or we moisture the drug with the calcium hydroxide. Then the next question is, write two differences between the dried and the soft extract. Soft extracts are the preparations of an intermediate consistency between the liquid. Soft extracts generally have a dry residue greater than the 70% weight by weight. And dry extracts are obtained by partial evaporation of the solvent used for the preparation. Obviously they are dry, they do not contain any kind of trace of the liquid. Then what are the alkaloids? Which class of alkaloid is present in the cinchona? Alkaloids, these are the basic drugs which contain nitrogenous ring in that, and alkaloid present in the cinchona is quinoline alkaloids. Thank you very much for attending practical session.